All right, we are live again. Hopefully, here, let me see. Let me get my links posted here. Why is my chat not showing up? Copy that. Let's go over here, throw the link in the Discord. Well, for some reason it doesn't show up, so. Okay, now it's okay. Okay, here we have this. We have our moon out there. But I'm not really happy with how this whole system turned out. How it kind of knocks you around. But it's there, whatever. But I am very happy with this hub world so far. The main thing is now I want to make the creature that that you interact with, that kind of comes down and speaks to you. I also keep forgetting that I need to finish my base building system. And I need to make a video on that. Maybe I could work on that instead. I do need to finish that up because there was one more component type that I wanted to add as a base component, which was the centerpiece. For things like staircases, that sort of deal. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Center connection. Whoops. Equals 6. We're going to set that to equal 6. Then we're going to go to our square foundation, 3D. We're going to go to the deconstruct one. Let's just duplicate that, and then here we can do Might need to reload current project before it shows up. I need to get some lighting in here. Because I live in Finland and it is, okay, we'll call this center connection. Okay, now here I can do center connection. Okay, sick. So we have center connection there. We can go to our square ceiling. Grab the deconstruct, duplicate it. Call this one center connection. And we're gonna go center connection. Boom. Okay. Shaylay, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Okay, so we have center connection, and that's on the two things. I could also do like center triangle connection, but I feel like that might be too much for the base, for like the basic level. Doing good, watching Alice in Borderland season 2 with my love. Saw you on and thought I'd say hi. Well, hello there. Alice in Borderland? What is that? Pretty new, okay. Maybe I should check that out. I haven't had a good show to watch in a while. Okay, so we got square foundation, we got square ceiling, perfect. So now I'm gonna show off how we can make more. Let's see here. We can create a new resource. This is going to be called oh, whoops. DS component resource. And this one's going to be called stairway. Type center connection. Scene. Okay, we don't have one yet. Example component scenes. Create a new scene. Stairway. Extends base build component, square ceiling, extends simple ceiling, okay. Just gonna do that. We're gonna add CSG box to it. Let's go to 3D. Size 4, height of 0.5, Z of 1, sure. Z, let's see, negative 1.5. Okay. Height of 4, no, 3.5, 3.5. What? 4. Puts it up there. 3.75? Ah, there we go. 3.25. Ah, but then this needs to be 0.5, which means that this needs to be negative 1.75. Negative 1.75? Nope. Negative 1.25. Copy this. Bring it. Oops. Duplicate it. Bring it over here. Bring it down. Duplicate it. Bring it over here. Bring it down. Duplicate it. Bring it over here. Bring it down. Okay. I'm just going to do. Okay, then we do a duplication. We call this one leg 1, leg 2. Its height is going to be 4. Now let's do 4 and 0.5. Then we're going to just drag this over. Set the transform to negative 1.75 and 2. And then here we need to do 2. You know what? I'll just delete this one. Copy or duplicate this and bring it over here. Negative 1.75. This one needs to be on 1.75. And let's do 0.4, 0.4, 3.9. Now let's still do 4. Let's just drag it down a little bit. And then let's actually just delete this again. Duplicate this one. And transform, we'll put it on negative 1.75. Okay. Just to get some Z fighting out of there. Albert, what's up? How you doing, man? Okay, for these materials, we're gonna do a quick load. Brown material, sounds good. This is rotatable. Degrees of rotation, 90. Component type, center connection. Okay. Now this needs its own connections. Ceiling connection. Perfect. And then we're going to do another one. Doorway connection. I think that's pretty much all we need. Doorway connection needs to accept. Oops. Wall. Ceiling connection needs to accept. Ceiling. Oh, we need a triangle ceiling connection. Do another doorway, or we'll do this triangle ceiling connection. This isn't really necessary. We don't need to have these. But, okay, if I go to square ceiling, front try, F. Okay, what is our position on this? 3.155 meters. Copy. Go to stairway. Negative 3. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now that we have this. Roof Dies, what's up? Good morning. How you doing? Okay, we do a foundation. Sweet. Oh, we have demo still, but we don't have... we need to actually add it to our build components. Base builder, right here. We can remove our demo one. Then we can do stairway. New value. DS component resource. Wait. Quick load. Stairway. Okay. Now, stairway resource still needs a scene, which would be that one. And then we also need to grab all of these. CSG combiner. Bake mesh instance. Need to go here, do an example preview, create new scene. Stairway preview. Copy this. Paste. Let's delete that. Bake mesh instance again. Copy. Let's delete this. Okay. There we go. Now it has the whole thing. Then here, okay. What does doorway preview have? Okay, it just has component preview attached to it. Okay, so stairway preview we need to do. Should probably also rework because a lot of these are extending things that they don't need. Okay, now we can go back to our example resources here, go to our stairway resource, and we can delete that. We can also add collision shape. This collision shape can be a box shape. Let's say it's 5. Whoops, 4, and then 0.5 tall. Let's go here. Let's rotate it. We'll just see how that is for now. Okay, but our stairway resource needs to have our stairway preview right there. Blip. And then on our player, let's make sure our base builder has all the components. Nope, because we always forget to do this. Stairway. Whoops, no, quick load. Add key value pair. You got to do that. Okay, let's see. Aries, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay, I see stairway. We have our preview here. Nice. Okay, foundation, blip. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Stairway. Okay. Now you can't do anything to adjust it. Some of these just have collision on them. Static body. We'll do a static body 3D on here and do this. So now we can add in degrees of rotation and stuff too. Edak, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How you doing? Okay. Boom. Now we have stairs. And we can build a stair or a thing on the end. Foundation. Let's do a doorway and make sure this lines up. Seems to line up. Okay, you can't go up this. .7. Let's try that. This is all just example stuff, so. Bot Red Gaming, how's it going? Okay. This plugin is getting pretty close. I need to just finish it up. Oops. Let's go ahead and deconstruct that. Foundation, blip, blip, blip. We go stairway. So far, we can only put them on a specific way because you can't rotate them. Oh, and then you get stuck at the top. That's really annoying. Okay, we also need to make this just look better. I don't really like these little CSG preview things I have for each component. They just kind of look bad. Why do you get stuck there? We're just going to do that and just hope that it's better. Let's try it. Udax says, hi, I'm new here. What are you working on? I'm working on a plugin for base building, kind of like Rust style base building. Oh. We need to add rotation in. Okay, I can walk up that. If I put a ceiling up here, what does it look like? I still get stuck. I think... Okay. That lines up just fine. So I think it's just the fact that we're running into that. That's fine though. Hitbox problem, yeah. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to do is make a plugin for people using Godot to be able to make bases and stuff in their games. Next thing up is adding in rotation. I'm going to call this good where it is. Degrees of rotation. So we have place component at a certain degree of rotation, but do we have anything about rotation in here? Okay, we have that. Place component. And we already have that there. So, var, whoops, we'll do just something like this. Var rotation. Snap rotation. Then in our process, we're going to do if input. First, let's actually make an input for this project's. Whoops. Project settings, input map. Rotate component. R. Close. Okay. If input dot is action just pressed, rotate component. Base builder dot rotation. Nope. What did I just call that? Component rotation? Snap rotation. Snap rotation equals base builder dot current build component dot degrees what is it foundation. Can we go here? Is rotatable, and then degrees of rotation. And base builder dot current build component dot is rotatable. What is current build component? It's a string. It's not the actual one. I'm going to work on your game. Good luck. All right, take it easy. Good luck to you as well. So we need to do build resources dot get. Okay. if base builder dot build resources dot get base builder dot current build component not equal null, if base builder dot build resources dot get base builder dot current build component dot is rotatable What am I doing here? I'm trying to think because I want to put this in the player so then the player or the user knows how to set these things. But the base builder, so snap rotation, you can set it there. I'm just going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Then this is how much every time. But that doesn't really work. I was trying to make it so then the degrees of rotation is there, but you don't really build. We need this in the component preview. No. We need DS base, no, DS component resource. Right there. at export var rotation degrees float 0.0. Okay, we now have that there on our base build component. This, well, let's just do this. Save. Okay, we'll do that there. Now we go to our base builder. Example resources. Ceiling. No. Deconstruct, no. Doorway, no. Stairway, yes. We'll just make this one rotatable. And here we're going to do 90. Triangle foundation, no. Wall, no. Okay. That's there. So now in our base builder, we can say snap rotation, set build preview, add child. We can do snap dot global rotation dot y equals, or plus equals, snap rotation. Rotate component, base builder dot snap rotation plus equals base builder dot components what is it called again? Build resources, goodness sakes. Build resources dot get base builder dot current build component dot degrees of rotation. I think we can actually just do that. Let's see if anything changes. I know there's stuff I need to add still. So if I place that, I do this. Ooh, look at that. Well, we have process here, snap.global, equals snap.global rotation dot y equals plus snap rotation. Let's try this. Oh. That's a float. Okay, that is lining up. So 90. Let's also do this. Let's go to our component button. Okay, update connection should also... Base builder dot... And actually, we could probably do this here. So set build preview. And here we could do sets the build preview to the correct scene. Now, why is it doing 90? Or why isn't 90 working, I should say? Because of this? Let's see here. On our player, we go here, current build component, degrees of rotation. And is rotatable. Whoops. Dot is rotatable. We say plus equals. Which should be 90. If I go here, it's 90. Let's put it to like 2 and see what happens. Still does all of that. Okay, when we build, what's happening? So this should be... We don't need this. Global rotation +1, yeah. Could be snap.global transform. We can do that. We could do this. Global rotation dot y. Why? Why are you doing this, huh? Let's go to our base builder. CSG box. Here, we're gonna make this 0.1. 0.1, 2, let's go to 3D. Okay, right now it's pointed at me. Foundation. Stairway. Rotate. 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 Okay. We snap it to there. Then we say hour is that. print base builder dot snap rotation. Let's print this and see how it looks. $90, $180, $270. Okay, something else is happening here. Don't think we need that. Okay, that doesn't seem to do anything anyway, because that's just to set the build preview. Current build component degrees of rotation, which is 90. Aren't I using degrees in places that are supposed to be using radians? Very possible. I am almost fully certain you are correct, sir. Let me try it, because it did say radians there. Oh, look at you! Look at you! Thank you, Aries. That would have taken me a while. I would have just completely forgotten that radians exist. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I need to do. Let's go to our connections real quick. Preview node. Preview node. Okay. Let's go to DSBB Global. Okay, now I can get rid of that in the base builder. Let's get rid of the CSG box. Delete. Okay, save. What is going on here? Let's add another thing. So in base builder, we need at export var minimum foundation distance float equals 5.0. This will be the distance, the minimum distance between separate foundation pieces to make sure you don't build two separate structures on top of each other easily. Now, this only works for the base one. Or let's do minimum structure distance. They need a rework eventually. Let's do like 20. Structure distance is just the distance between the first foundation laid on each structure. Now in DSB Global, we need a total structures base structure. So here dot global, let's see, let's do something like this. So if dsbb global dot total structures does not dot size is greater than 0, then we do for I in DSB global if I dot global position is less than or equal to minimum structure distance. Oh, let's do dot distance to snap dot global position. So if the distance to the snap position is greater than that, then we return. First, we can do if I does not equal null, and we'll just do that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, duh. Add child new structure, and then we can do ds bbglobal dot total structures dot append. New structure dot first foundation equals comp. Okay, on the destruct, we might have to move this below. Let's do this. Func deconstruct structure. Then we could do structure dot deconstruct structure. His big balls to put up his live code like this for everyone to see. Oh, don't you worry. I know how terrible my code is. Oh, what in? See, exactly right here. 4i and DSBB Global. Perfect. There we go. Everyone can see my pain, which is a good thing. Okay, try to place. I can't. If I go over here, now I can. Okay, now let's try a deconstruct. Blip. Okay, sick. Let's also do a quick base structure. Let's do a print dsbbglobal.total structures every time that we do this. Blip. Okay, now there's only one in there. Now if I go over here, this should show 0. Nice. Okay, now we have a foundation. Foundation. Why? You know what? I think it's a little bit of lag. It is. That's all it is. Because we're trying to snap these to the snap location, but the snap location is moving in the meantime. But that's fine. Totally fine. Snap.global transform, we're going to do connection. Plus, and then comp dot global rotation dot y plus equals snap rotation. So that's when we place it. Okay, sick. Now when we're here, I think this all works. Nice. Okay, let's make sure this still works. Rotate, rotate. Oh, come on, don't you dare. Ah, it's because I, once again, did not do degrees to rads. So, deg to rad, snap, rotation. Perfect. Okay, let's try it again. Now, Albert, I have been coding live for a very long time now, and I've just realized that it is what it is. Whoops. Deconstruct. Oh, we don't have a deconstruct on this. People are going to see how terrible it is and hopefully be inspired that if I can do it, then they can for sure. Okay, what else? Oh, I need to do a deconstruct on my stairway. Let's go ahead and duplicate this connection. Can I please type? Okay. Not a real gaming programmer if you don't use assembly for every line of code in your game. Yes, that's true. Beautiful quote. Hey, seriously though, I mean, my way to do it is just be bad at it. It's fine. It is entirely fine to be bad at these things. Look at the fun things we can already make. Oh, I realized that I did not indeed make that a deconstruct. As you can see, I can now place doorways there. I made it a wall connection. Oh, that's kind of cool. We can enjoy it for now and build a weird structure. Reminds me of Fortnite building. Yeah, it's very similar. But I do also have it where you can do triangles. That clearly does not work. But yeah. Okay. Now let's go here to our deconstruct. Let's actually make sure that it accepts deconstruct. So otherwise you cannot destroy these staircases once you make them. Yeah, I really like this. I think it's almost ready. I could just make a video right now on stream. Or I can do that like tomorrow. I do need to probably get off pretty quick here. Added rotation. And stairway example component. I feel like when I'm making the video, then I'm going to really see where the issues are. And there are still issues with the way I'm doing these connections. Let's see if this is actually working. So I build there, can't build there, can't build there, build there, and I build there. Can't build there, can't build there, can't build there. Okay. Once again, if you want to play around with this, now it's basically there. Like it's mostly there. Snowy, what's up? In the YouTube chat, how you doing? But if you are looking to play around with my base building system here, whoops, that's DS inventory. I need DS base builder. I'm going to post it in the YouTube chat as well as the Twitch chat. So if you want to play around with this and use it yourself, you can do that. Once again, I haven't made the actual explanation on how everything works. The video But I have tried to leave a bunch of comments everywhere. Does this work? I don't know. So project and then project settings. Plugins, create new plugin. DS base builder. Subfolder cannot be one that already exists. How do I do this if it already exists? I guess let's rename this DS Base Builder 1. Then we'll do project settings, plugins, create a new plugin, DS Base Builder. Base building plugin for Godot. Wait, what was it? Res/add-ons. Okay. Oh, okay. Zero 0.1. Okay, let's see what all breaks. Now it's technically a plugin, I think. Base structure right here. This is in base builder, so DS right there. Oh, still works. Okay. Let's push this up to GitHub. Added as real plugin. But yeah, if you want to use it, go check out that GitHub link. I just now pushed it up as an actual plugin. We'll see if it, if I go to plugins, DS Base Builder's there. Sick. Okay. We have example component scenes, but you don't need to use them. Example resources, you don't need to use those. Components has base build component. Okay. Base structure, the base structure scene, ceiling component, foundation wall. We have component preview. Bro, we don't need any of these. We just need preview, component resource. So these two. Yeah, these don't do anything. Delete. Ceiling component, don't need. Delete. Example components. All of these. Base build component. That's what we need. Copy. We don't even need these. Doorway. Foundation. Stairway. Good to go. I think we don't need wall. We don't need any of these. Stairway, square ceiling, doorway, delete. Square foundation is going to do load, whoops. Square foundation needs to be deleted. We go here, we go up. Base build component. Open, load, save. Okay, square ceiling. Get rid of that. We're going to attach the same thing to it. Wall. Get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and attach base build component. Load. Save. We're just doing all of this. Simplify all this. Get rid of all these scripts that we don't need. Go here. Detach that, go here. What's up, Lunchbox? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Open that, load, save, stairway. We can detach that, we can go here. If you want to add your own scripts, that's great. But I definitely don't need them in these. Okay, do we still have any scripts? We should not. Okay, let's run it and see what breaks. Monochroma, what's up? What are you working on right now? I'm working on my base building system. It's basically done. I just needed to, okay, we got another break. Node 3. Triangle. Triangles probably need to be updated. Where? Triangle ceiling. Foundation component. Oh, it's trying to load a foundation component. Fix dependencies. Open anyway. This needs to extend. Base build component. Triangle ceiling. Open anyway. We go here. Base build component. Load. Okay, I think I got rid of all of those. Making a building system is always fun and full of unexpected bugs. Yes. This is like, it's there. I just don't know how. I mean, it's fairly scalable. Like, if you wanted to add a bunch of components to this, you'd be fine. Okay, let's try to add. As many components, triangle ceiling. Okay, it looks like everything, nothing breaks when you place it. That's good. What about deconstruct? Okay, nice. Yeah, build systems I've done once before, but this one I'm trying to make open source. So I'm trying to make it as good as I can. Okay, I've deleted a bunch of scripts. That is great. Deleted useless scripts. Committing those, gonna push those up. If you want to check it out at any point, I'll throw this link again in the chat. Nice hollow shader, thank you. That's actually from my brother Jamin. Have you tried Arc Raiders or are you back to dev in free time? I've been gaming a bit, but it's been mostly like Battlefield 6. So I haven't actually played it. Is it good? But on stream, I've just been developing. One sec. Yeah, Monochroma, if you want to, you can follow that, star that repo, follow it, whatever, use it. That's this one here. And just, I haven't made the video that explains how you do things yet. There's some stuff in the README. Okay, rotation is there. Add passing animations. Something like that. Anyway, the README is sort of up to date. I think that it's, I'm going to delete that. Okay, it's mostly up to date. The problem is you can't really, I couldn't really get across all that much stuff, all that much info in this yet. So I need to make a video for how to use it and then get people to try it and see if it is a valid plugin that's useful, basically. Which I would probably need to install it on a fully new project, add the base builder scene to the player, and start from there. One thing I want to do is right here, I should have all of the... I should have all of these baked in. Let's do square foundation. Whoops, quick load. I wonder if I could just, can I? I think I have to do this one by one. That's fine. We're gonna do that because otherwise it's on this preview thing that you download, then it's only over on the base builder node on the player. But I want the default to be that it has all of these built in. Okay, we already have deconstruct in there. We have square foundation, square ceiling. Triangle foundation. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah. This needs to be quick load foundation. Yeah. Okay, foundation ceiling, triangle ceiling. Quick load, we're going to do triangle ceiling. Then we're going to do wall. Then we're going to do doorway. Then we're going to do, what was it again? Stairway. Stairway. Okay, I think we're good. So now the default values are there. Oh, deconstruct needs the deconstruct. Interesting, it just populated that with that. Okay, we're good there. I'll give it a go when I get some free time. It's probably fun to tinker with. Yeah, that would be cool. I just, if you notice anything breaking and all of that, then I would love to know. Because I want to, every time I try to make something like this, I learn so much. I tried making an inventory plugin, which I still need to go back to and work on more. But that's the main thing, is I'm just learning so much. Arc is good, but the community is frustratingly nice. Weird manufactured consent where if you aren't Ned Flanders, people lose it. Very, very bizarre emergent gameplay at times because of it. Interesting. Feedback is important. Yeah. Rarely do any playtests with people for my projects, which is not smart. I know, that's the thing. I want people to use things, and I can never really tell if the system that I'm making is even usable. Like, there's so many things to consider when you're trying to make something for other people. do like this system that I have here. Because it's basically like you can see we've got our build resources, which are attached to, so the player in this example, I've attached the base builder node to him scene. That's your main scene that has like all of your components. And then it also has stuff like foundation components. So if there's, the basic ones are foundation and triangle foundation. That's basically to make sure that you don't place like a doorway that isn't attached to a building. Only foundation components can be placed freely. You have stuff like, now I added this minimum structure distance, so how far each free floating structure can be from each other. Snap rotation. Oh, snap rotation. Let's give that a comment. See, these are the things. Okay. The amount that the snap node is rotated. This is set. This can be set in your own scripts with a hotkey. For example, R. Adds a certain amount of rotation to this variable depending on the currently selected component, which has a property. Degrees of rotation. So you're trying to add these things. Like notes in, making it readable for people. Why is the README in there? What's this one? Okay, I have no idea what was going on there. But yeah, pretty much the simple idea of it is you have this base builder scene that you attach wherever you want, really. You could also edit the shape on it, although I don't really know how you do it. Besides going into the scene itself and editing the shape there, which you can. From there, that holds your build resources. These are all the ones that come with the plugin, but you can always add your own. So it's like you got a name for it and then a resource. The resource also holds a title, which doesn't really work right now. But then we have things like what's the type of the build component you're using. So the type is a ceiling, and then it's like what's the actual scene of the component, the ceiling scene. Drag that onto there. What's the preview scene that's going to show up before you place it? Drag that in there, and then say, is it rotatable, and then how much rotation? Probably don't even need the rotatable thing. We could just maybe leave it at degrees of rotation because maybe you just can't rotate it. That would be fine. The deconstruct one, it has a title, type deconstruct, but it doesn't need a scene or anything else because all it does is delete things. That is important and it needs to stay there. And here, okay, I already have that there. But I feel like I should make sure that the deconstruct one, that's what I was trying to do, right? I'm going to do null again and just leave it there because yeah, I don't know. Seems fine though. Anyway, you got your, like a triangle ceiling has that title, it has its scene, it has its preview scene. Has its type, triangle ceiling. These types you can also add your own. So the component registry, the types of components your connections accept, deconstruct needs to remain, otherwise it will error. The rest can be removed if you don't want those base types. Just make sure you add types or remove them, assign them an integer value, and don't reuse an old integer value unless you want to go back and change a bunch of connection nodes. I don't know how accurate that is, but in the end, you should just assign it a value. But then you could do things like, I have center connection here that I just added today, but I could add corner connection, whatever, you know. Anytime that you need specific connection types, like doorways and walls go in the same spot, so I just have wall. But yeah, you can customize it to your own stuff. The annoying thing is that you can't really export this, so you have to go into, so let's see here. You would have to go into DS Base Builder, and then I guess just into here, into the Base Builder script. That needs to be deleted. There we go. dsbasebuilder.2d. Then what is this? How is the folder connection set up? We got components, base build component, base structure scene, component preview, component resource. Then we have connections, which have the connection scene, connection detect, connection hitbox, and assets. There's nothing. Example component scenes, we have all of these. And then example previews. And then example resources. We have all of our resources there. All right, it's all right. But it does look like I need to bounce, unfortunately. Let me push up the latest little changes here. Documentation mostly. Okay, I pushed up the latest on that. Once again, if you want to follow along, you can also join the Discord. Put that link in the chat. Goodness sakes, can I please just copy this? There's the Discord link. But yeah, you can join the Discord and follow along there. If you want to follow this plugin specifically, this base building one, I do have a channel in there that has all the links and stuff. And I'm going to try to post updates as I build more. I really do just need to knock out a video explaining this and how to use it. But I need more people using it, and I need to make sure that... Because once people start using it on a real project, I feel like it's going to become very noticeable very fast where the shortcomings are. Yeah. So there's a lot to think about. Because then it's like, all right, well, once you want to save your data, save your game, I have no idea what that will take. So I don't know what it'll look like to have to save data for one of these bases and reconstruct it. I just don't. I mean, I could make it so then on each new structure, you could edit it yourself to do something where it's like it keeps track of all the children and all that. It already does keep track of all the children, but yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna take off. Hope you all have a good one. It was good seeing y'all. Monochroma, thank you for being here. Lunchbox, of course, always good to see you. Snowy and Albert and Botred in the YouTube chat. Appreciate you guys. Who else was here? Edak, thank you for the follow. Aries, good to see you. Roof Dies, Shaylay, good to see you all. Peace out. I'll catch you next time. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.